Okay, so trading should be boring. Now, if it's exciting, you're probably gambling. And the people who never start trading, the people who watch from the sidelines for 10 years, almost always tell themselves the same lie. They tell themselves they're not ready as yet. Today, I want to tell you about a farmer, quite unlikely person to start trading, named Basdeo, who didn't believe he was ready either, and what happened when he started anyway. So, welcome to the Caribbean Capitalist. I'm Tyrone, and this is the show for Caribbean professionals who are done waiting on a pension, a promotion, or a politician to deliver the financial life they've worked their entire career for. Every week, I'm going to give you the systems, the stories, and the truth about building real US dollar income from right where you are. So let's get into it. Now, if you're a senior professional somewhere in the Caribbean, be it Trinidad, Jamaica, Barbados, Guyana, anywhere on the islands, and you've spent the last 20 years doing everything right, building a career, saving responsibly, raising kids, and somewhere quietly in the back of your mind, you started to wonder whether the pension and the savings and the local salary are actually going to be enough. This show is for you. And this episode in particular is for you if you've ever talked yourself out of trying something new because you thought you weren't technical enough, young enough, or ready enough. So let me tell you about Basdeo. Basdeo is a farmer, late 50s, a man who has spent most of his life working with his hands. The kind of man who knows what real work feels like and who doesn't need anyone to explain to him what discipline is because he's lived it longer than most of us have even been alive. But Basdeo came to me with a problem. He had seen what was happening in the world. He had seen people online talking about trading, about US dollar income, about prop firms. He wanted to learn. He wanted a change. But he came in convinced, and I want you to hear this because this is the important part. He came in convinced that this might not be for him. He thought it was too technical, too computer heavy, too far from the kind of work he's done his entire life. So initially, what he did was he brought his niece into the early sessions. She sat with him. She helped him navigate the platforms, the windows, the screens. He was leaning on her because he genuinely wasn't sure he could do it on his own. Now, here's what I want you to notice. Basio took the leap anyway. He didn't wait until he felt ready. He didn't wait until he understood every single piece of technology. He didn't wait until he was confident. And he brought in help with him while he learned. That single decision is the entire reason he's still in this story. The turning point came when we sat down and walked through what is actually required of him on a day to day basis to operate the system. Not the intimidating list he had in his head, the real list, the mechanical, simple 15-minute version of what the Summit system actually asks of you each day. And when he saw it written out, when he saw it in action, and that the daily work was small, repeatable, and entirely within his ability, something shifted. The next session, his niece wasn't even there. The session after that, she wasn't there either. He was doing it himself, making the decisions himself, doing the work himself. And from where I sit on the other side of those calls, I'm telling you, he's a totally different man than the one who first showed up. He came in confused, he's now confident. He came in needing help to navigate a screen. He's now navigating his own decisions. Now, he hasn't passed a challenge as yet. He's still in the building phase. And I'm going to tell you why I'm sharing this story now instead of waiting until he gets funded. Because the lesson is not in the funding. The lesson is in the moment a man nearing his 60s decided to start before he felt ready. So here's what Basdio's story teaches us, and what I want you to take with you when you close this episode. The technology is not the barrier. It has never been the barrier. The barrier is the story you've been telling yourself about what you can and can't do. You think you need to be a better computer person. You think you need a 6 monitor setup. You think you need to spend a year learning before you place a single trade. None of that is true. Basio runs his trading from the same kind of phone you have in your pocket, albeit a bit older, right now. The whole daily process takes less time than reading the newspaper used to take. The people who win at this, the people who actually build a US dollar income, While their colleagues are still complaining about the exchange rate, they all share one thing: they started before they felt ready. They got help where they needed help. They followed the system even when maybe they didn't fully understand it as yet. And one day, somewhere between session 3 and session 10, the confusion lifted. And what was left was a skill they owned for the rest of their lives. If you're sitting there waiting until you understand everything before you start, I'm going to tell you the truth. You will never feel ready. The readiness comes after the start, not before. Now, if anything in this episode hit you, I want you to do one specific thing this week. There's a link below to a 12-question assessment I built called the Summit System Assessment. It takes about 4 minutes. At the end, it tells you exactly which type of trader profile fits your current life and what your next step looks like. It costs nothing. It's the same assessment that I give new students to complete before they ever get on a strategy call with me. Take it this week. See what comes back. And if it tells you you're fit, then the next step is right there waiting. So that's the Caribbean Capitalist for this week. I'm Tyrone, new episodes every Tuesday. If this one was useful, send it to one person who's been telling themselves they're not ready. They're the one who needs to hear it. I'll see you in the next one.